Hello and welcome to the cryptocurrency news channel. So we're going to talk about like the Bitcoin pricing, and there's some like little bit of silver lining. You can see Bitcoin price today is kind of where it was on Monday. Essentially Monday it dropped to like 7,700. We're now at 7,790. So we're still a little bit above where we were Monday. On the year, we're still up about 500 points. Everything else has also dropped a little bit today, but not all that much. The Chinese cryptos like Neo, VeChain have been hit a little harder because obviously the situation over there is a little like obviously worse than anywhere else. Although that's beginning to even out. But we know that the Plus token scammers sold 13,000 Bitcoin at a time, and that actually did cause a huge drop in the market because that caused a lot of long liquidations. But there's another kind of factor in this that there was a CME futures gap around 7,600 or 7,700, and now that has actually been filled. Now the only futures gap left is actually around 11,600. We know Bitcoin, the CME futures do have an effect on the price. Now, the lower CME futures tend to have a bigger effect on the price than the higher CME futures for some reason. And also Bitcoin dominance continues to grow a little bit. So last time this actually happened was back about a month and a half ago. And that's a time where we only had a higher CME futures. And the price of Bitcoin rose from about, I think like 8,500 to over 10,000. The futures mark was actually around 11,200 last time, so we didn't actually get to 11,200. We only went to about 10,500. Now the only futures CME gap left is around 11,600. So hopefully we can actually get above 10,000 again. Of course, this time is a little different. We do have the Black Swan event, and it's very hard to predict how things will actually react. Today, right now, the market is down 1,200 points. Crypto has not dropped nearly as much. We're still about where we were on Monday. Yesterday we did go up a little bit, but we don't react nearly as violently as the market does right now, and that's really a good thing because I think crypto should move independently of the market. Now, like I said before several times, I don't actually think a recession is actually good for crypto because people don't have as much money to actually spare to buy speculative investments, and people might sell out to hold on to cash for security, which actually might be a smart option. But the silver lining right now is that the lower CME futures gap has filled, and we only have a higher one to go. And as we go towards that, if the CME futures prediction theory has actually been true, we should actually edge up towards the end of the month. Of course, this Black Swan event, and of course, continued plus token selling, if it continues, will continue to pull it down. But the futures gap should actually pull it up because there's a lot of people that actually want the price near the futures gap, so they don't actually bet wrong and actually lose a lot of money when the futures actually mature on the last Friday of this month. The futures date of maturity will actually be March the 27th this month, and we are more than 2 weeks away. So the actual effect right now, as of today, should be pretty slow, especially with the Black Swan event. But like I said, BCH and BSV, I don't really know how they'll actually act as we go towards April and their own halving. But as their halving passes, I do expect some of that money to bleed back into BTC. And I also expect BTC to go up in April and May as the scare of the current situation somewhat starts to subside. No, I don't think Trump's meeting with banks today has anything to do with cryptocurrency. I think all those rumors are stupid. But I do actually think that cryptocurrency should actually be higher at the end of this month than it is right now. I don't know about the stock market, but I don't see too much correlation between the stock market and cryptocurrency in the long term, just based on like trends going either way in 2018, 2019, and earlier this year. Because remember, like stocks are actually down this year, whereas crypto is actually up about 500 points this year. Yes, the last few days have been correlated, but I do think that is because like the plus token scam selling has actually coincided with the Black Swan event. They might have taken advantage of that to dip the market even further. But I think for the rest of the month, crypto should operate somewhat independently. Like today, it dipped like today the market dipped 1,200 points, but crypto did not go in for a severe drop. Right now, what I would do is I know a lot of you like VeChain. I wouldn't sell the VeChain, but I would definitely like hold off on buying more right now until the situation stabilizes, and I would go for other coins that aren't based in China or Italy or one of the harder stricken countries. So essentially, like you want to invest in like Ethereum, I think that's probably a decent investment right now. Uh, Binance is hard to gauge because it's not really headquartered anywhere right now. I mean, technically they're registered in like Malta or something, but they basically won't work remotely. And it's not really affected by the Black Swan event because people staying home doesn't really prevent them from trading on Binance. Chainlink is actually down 6.43 today, so it's well below $4 right now. If we have another positive day, that'll probably jump back above $4, so that actually might be a pretty good buy just for short-term profits. Same thing with like things like ICX. I'm still waiting for IOTA to drop once the deposits open. I'm not sure if the deposits are open up yet. And I'm really looking at Hedera Hashgraph, which is up 10% today. It might actually be Hedera's turn to shine soon. So keep an eye out for that as well. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.